Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and this morning, unfortunately, the Division 2 is facing a lot of major issues, and by the time I had woken up, I had already gotten a ton of questions from people on Twitter and Discord and more about what was going on and if the devs are aware of these issues. So what I want to do in this video is, if you weren't aware or if you have been asking what is going on and you want further clarification, I'm going to go over all of the things that are currently happening within the game, what the devs have said about them, and what we should expect for these issues moving into the rest of today and the rest of this week. One thing I do want to point out is that we are expecting more official updates and confirmations from the developers on these issues, probably even later today. And so what I'm going to do is leave a link in the description and in the pinned comment to the Division Games official Twitter account where they will post those updates. So later on, if you want to see if any more updates have been posted about the current issues with the game, feel free to check that link, see if they have, or you can also go in the description to the link to my Twitter and follow me on there and turn on notifications, and I will update you with any further things that we hear about what's happening right now in the Division 2. So let's get right into it. Today, as I'm sure the majority of you know, was going to be the launch date of Season 11 for the Division 2, the new update with the Ninja Bike, the new season, all that stuff, but we heard late last week that that was going to be delayed to an unknown date later on, hopefully this month. What a lot of us then assumed was that Season 10 was going to be extended up until the new launch date for Season 11, because that's kind of what they've done in the past, and that just makes sense to still be able to pursue those rewards until Season 11 gets here. Well, unfortunately, it looks like things did not go according to plan. You'll see upon logging into the game this morning, at least until they fix these, I assume that they have a pin-up with the heading of technical issues. Tech issues have delayed Season 11 and ended Season 10. We apologize. Season 10 pass rewards have finished and in-game purchases have been paused. While we work on a fix, you'll see error messages in place of seasonal content. So I'm glad that's up there for people who don't follow all of these different, content creators or social media followings. They have no idea what's going on with the game. At least that's there so they have some semblance of an idea of what's happening with the game, but unfortunately, the issues don't quite stop there. So quickly, I just want to run through all of the issues that I have found so far in the game in case it's of any use to any developers, or just to let you all know what to expect and what are the current issues in the game. Just know that it's not just yourself, and this is happening to everybody, and hopefully it'll all get fixed up soon. The first one that you'll discover is if you open your mega map and you try to go and change your global settings. Obviously that's where you can reset control points, apply directives, all of that. It's just not there. The tab to change your global settings is missing currently from the game. You just can't find it anywhere. Additionally, a few key project rewards are missing, at least from the UI. I'm not entirely certain, as I haven't completed these yet, if you actually do obtain the usual rewards that you do from these, but if you go over to the project tab, the likes of the Summit weekly project where you get an exotic cache, the SHD requisition one, the weekly legendary mission, all of those exotic cache rewards are not showing up. Again, I don't know if you will actually receive those if you end up doing the project, but until we get further information, or if you want to be safe, I would say maybe wait to do those until some of the fixes for these problems go live. And lastly, I saw this one on Twitter and I wanted to try it out for myself to let you all know. It is if you go and hover over the countdown pane on the mega map, your game crashes. This is on Xbox. I assume this is happening on all platforms, considering I saw someone else talking about it on Twitter and it happened to me as well. From what I've seen, the explanation for this is that because the Season 10 Manhunt mission is placed right next to the countdown icon, it's actually that's crashing your game because Season 10 is over, and I guess they didn't properly add that into the rotation of content. So for the time being, stay away from that part of the map if you don't want your game to crash. Just know that you can always access Countdown from the helicopter pilot. You don't have to go onto your map to be able to launch the activity that way, so you should be able to avoid this if possible. Alright, so I'm sure the next question that a lot of people are wondering is, are the devs aware of this? Are they working on a fix? And fortunately, the answer is yes. I want to put up two different tweets from Daria, who is the game's community developer, and this should give you a pretty good idea of where the devs are at. She responded to somebody who was saying, obviously the option to change global settings is gone. Can you help? She said, it's a known issue since 9 a.m. today. We are currently investigating the situation and will make an announcement as soon as we have more info. And this is why I said at the start of the video to be sure to check that link I put in the comments and the description if you want to see if the official game account has posted any updates on the situation, or as I said, you can follow me on Twitter and I will repost any updates that we get from them, because I'm sure that by the end of today there will be some further update about this situation. And additionally, in response to another inquiry, Daria said the Manhunt is not available for any season right now, as the service message in-game indicates. We'll need a patch to extend Season 10, and that is something the team is working on as we speak. So I think this is one big misconception that gets thrown around about game development a lot, is that the devs can just flip a switch and all of a sudden everybody's game is fixed, or they can just, do small changes like that. The majority of stuff requires client-side patches. That's why they do Well, I mean, the maintenance is you don't have to download. But anyway, what she's saying here is that in order to replace Season 10 or, put it back in place and extend it to the new launch date of Season 11, they need to put a patch out that the clients have to download, that all of us have to download a small patch to receive in our games. And so until that happens, at least that part of the issues we're seeing right now, they won't be able to fix. So hopefully, I would assume that will come within 72 hours, within the next few days here. I think they will get that sorted out. But until then, just know that you'll likely continue to see some of the issues related to Season 10 content, and that stuff on the Manhunt tab will be missing, and all of that stuff won't be quite how it normally is until they get that restored. So at this time, my friends, that is all the information I have for you. Again, I just wanted to update you on everything that is going on with the game right now because, like I said, I've already gotten tons of questions about what is happening and are the devs aware of all of this. They are. Fortunately, they're working on a fix, and as usual, we just have to sit back and wait for a little while until that all gets sorted out. And as I've already said numerous times this video, I implore you to check their Twitter account. Again, the link is in the pinned comment in the description if you want to see if any more official updates have been posted since the making of this video, because that's the first place that you're going to hear about all of this. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you can be updated every time I upload. Let me know your thoughts on the current problems that we are seeing with The Division 2, everybody. If you're by chance experiencing anything that I did not point out in this video, any additional issues, certainly feel free to reach out to me and let me know. You can do that via Twitter DM, via Discord DM, or just in the comments here, or if it's more, confidential, do it in that medium. But if there's anything that you need passed along that you think is of note to the devs, then certainly do let me know, and I will do my best to get that information through. And if you have any additional questions relating to these issues that you're unclear on or you just don't understand, I'm always happy to try and answer things to the best of my knowledge, so feel free to ask down below. But that is going to do it for me for now, everybody. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until the next one, guys, RogueGold. Ow.